Hey there! This is actually the fourth sketchbook that I finished, like ever, but it's my least favorite one. I did it since October 2002 until February of this year, so fairly recently. I feel like there are a few reasons why I don't like the art that I made here. I feel like I talk about this all the time. Like, I don't like that it's horizontal. I think it will work great for landscapes, but I don't do a lot of landscapes. And yeah, actually I have like one more horizontal sketchbook that I need to finish, and then I will never buy a horizontal sketchbook ever again. It's just kind of my brain works like that. I had to finish something when I started. Another reason why I don't think that I like the art in the sketchbook is because last year was kind of rough for me, like mentally, and I feel it shows in my art. Not in a way the art isn't dark or anything, but I don't feel like I put so much, love and effort in it as I normally would. There is some good art in it, and I would like to show you this. The stickers are, this is mine, these ones, the cute ones, sketchy ones are from my friend Julia, and this is from my friend Emma from the indoor cat, and this is, I think, from the printed cat. This is just a random sketchy page. I really like to start my sketchbook with, no pressure. So I'm just usually taking requests on stories and just drawing whatever with a marker. I don't sketch. I just go in. I think this is a fun spread and it serves its purpose. Yeah, whatever. The one big thing that I need you to know that I don't do my sketchbook chronologically. Okay, I know this is from the beginning. This is somewhere in the middle, and then the next spread will be from like January of this year. The reason for this is because I've used alcohol markers here, so they bleed. I have to go in with something, that's opaque on the other page, so maybe gouache, but better markers, like Poscas or acrylic markers. And I'm not always in the mood. Sometimes I'm in the mood to use alcohol markers, and then I use them, but I have to be careful for them. Like if they're spreading on a page, I have to be careful for them to spread on a page that's empty, so I can, cover that later on. So you can see the bleeding here, and it's fine. I actually like the bleeding, and I think this duck is cute. Here is the start of the Inktober challenge of 2002. I did one by the printed cat, and it was basically different cats the whole month. It was fun, and I did a whole video of this, so I will just link it and I will just run through this. There's some art that I like, there's some art that I don't like, basically different breeds of cats. I've tried different styles, different mediums. I really went all in to challenge myself, and that's cool. The result is like whatever, but I actually have this as a sticker. I did have fun, and this is a fun memory for me. I don't know, what's going on here? Why did I draw it like this? Ugh. Sometimes I feel like I totally forget how to draw. Yeah, I'm just going to speed through this. So you can watch the video on this. This one is cool. I like this one, and I like this one, but that's basically it. I hate this one. I hate the greens. This is the last page. Okay, so I have this as a sticker, and this is totally not something that I would do. I usually fill the whole page, and here I kind of felt like she's here, and that's enough. I'm okay with that. The rest of it is empty, but usually I wouldn't be okay. It was done with alcohol markers, and you can see the bleeds here, and here are some I think I did some gouache tutorials on rocks and clouds. This is a cover-up. I think it's a cover-up, but yeah, this is kind of cute. These ones I did on Zoom calls, various Zoom calls, I think in February of last year. Random bits of washi tape that I like. These two are very recent. This one is going to be a sticker for my Patreon. That I'm actually opening. So if this is new to you, I'm opening a Patreon in March, and this will be a sticker without the background. I have to work on it more in Procreate. This one I did I think it's kind of appropriate because I've started this sketchbook with a challenge, and then I finished it with a challenge, but I had to go and squeeze the artwork for the challenge in the pages that were left in the sketchbook. This is for February, basically where you drew a different kind of fae or a goblin or, you know, some other mythical being for, I think it's 13 days. It was a fun challenge, and like I've learned a lot of new fairies. Oh yeah, and the important thing, I drew all the fairies as cats, all the goblins as cats, like literally like cats are the only thing that I drew for like 13 days, but like in different settings. I didn't actually post this one because I actually got the prompt wrong. It's actually a Grim Reaper, and he's giving apples to passengers, people who are dying. I got it like completely the opposite, but whatever. This one I was trying like a totally different style, and I kind of hate it, but it's here. This is my favorite piece in this, for sure. It was done in March of last year. Like, if only the rest of the sketchbook was on this level. I've picked some flowers from our garden, and this is actually a vase that I own. So this was like, you know, me looking at something and drawing it, not, you know, doing it from a photo reference, which is something that I don't usually do. This is an eagle, and I remember why I drew it, because that weekend, a few days before that, I saw an eagle. I like to paint or, you know, illustrate the animals that I see around me, and you know, kind of read what they symbolize, and kind of, you know, think about it. Why did they appear to me? Why did I see them? The eagle symbolizes courage and confidence, and I'm trying that. So this is again for this month's challenge, February. The prompt was fairy parade, so I did all of this dancing cats. I hated this one. This one I actually really like, because it literally looks like this. This is from our garden, and I didn't paint outside because it was very sunny that day, but I did take a lot of photo references, and this is exactly what it looked like, and I'm like very happy that I was able, like my skill level was at the point where I was able to translate it into painting. I obviously did one human. It's a sketchbook, and this is it. Like, it's very emo, high school-y, I don't know, whatever. Some cute octopuses. Totoro. This one is cool. This is actually a blueprint, let's call it, for I did this a few times on plates, on ceramic. I painted it with, you know, underglazes. Yeah, okay. Again, like, I don't like this. I'm happy that I wrote the date, you know, at some pages. So this is actually, it's a funny story behind this. We were in the woods, we were walking, and my daughter she was 4 at the time, and she didn't really, you know, look, you know, where she's stepping, and she almost stepped on a snake, and the snake got super wild. You know, she lifted the head and like her snake torso, I don't know. She lifted it from the ground, and she started, you know, running the opposite way, and like, I mean, poor snake was very distressed. She didn't step on it, like nothing bad actually happened, and the snake wasn't poisonous. We all got a scare, like the snake, my daughter, I started screaming. So yeah, this is again a prompt from this February. There are parts that I really like, there are parts that I don't like, but overall I'm okay with this one. This one I was trying gouache for the first time. I think I have a video of this somewhere, so I'm going to search for it and link it. I don't know. I don't think that this is kind of the style that I like doing, or that I feel comfortable doing. Like, my daughter recently, okay, she's 5 now, recently saw this, and she was like, "Oh, that's so pretty." Yeah, is it? You don't have to answer that. This is actually the beginning of February. So this February, this is the first prompt, and this is the second, the third, and I think the fourth. This one was actually the first that I did. So this is actually something like hellhound, like, you know, something that you see, some beast that you see on the crossroads. And so it had to be a hound, couldn't be a cat. But like, I was toying with the idea that a cat is actually controlling it, and the cat is actually the one that decides who dies and who doesn't. And this one actually got quite a positive feedback on Instagram, and I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think that I'm going to turn this one into a sticker. I have to work on it some more in Procreate. This one is super cute to me, but again, I'm never happy with the greens that I use. I'm usually very confident in using colors, and I think that I combine them well, but like green is such a mystery to me. I'm not happy with the greens, okay? This is all this year. This is towards the end. I've, gotten out of my depression, and things have started looking better for me. So I think that it shows in my art. I think that this is from Pinterest, a reference from Pinterest, and I did my best, to paint it as it is, but still in my style. So I think it turned out great. This one is cute and I like it. I am in my slowly improving era. This one it got such a great response, and actually I think that I'm going to turn this into a print because I bought a printer and I am thinking that this will be the first thing that I'll print on it. This was actually a video that I did, like painting outside versus painting inside, but using the same reference. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this either. I'm just going to move through that. This is again, except this. This is again from February. This is a held donkey instead of a held hound, again controlled by a cat. This is the 7 whistlers. It's basically 7 birds that go out and start, screaming before a storm. And again, a cat is actually the one behind that. I remember that I had like a lot of problems with this pose of a cat's head, so I was trying, and there's probably a few layers underneath this. And then I just kind of, gave up and just scribbled it on piece of an old receipt, and like this is it. Like you can still see some marks from the receipt. It's literally glue in the sketchbook. I really enjoy seeing in other people's work, but like also I would like to do that as well. Like when they use like mixed media and stuff like that, especially if they're adding something and gluing something in the sketchbook. That's definitely something that I'd like to do more, but then it isn't something that comes naturally to me. I actually did like my first video on here is, I'm not sure if it's a good video because I did it like 2 years ago, but the advice in it is good. I did like a few spreads of sketchbook cover-ups, and like quite a few of them were actually me gluing something in the sketchbook. So, you can watch that if you want. I think the advice is very good, but like, I don't know, video-wise, if it's good, but whatever. It's called Fachan. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. It's just a creature that actually is supposed to have one eye, but I like this one, so I painted it with 2 eyes, but like it has like only 1 leg and like 1 arm. So this is a pretty accurate drawing of this description, but like in a cat form. This is literally just a cover up and whatever. You don't have to watch it. And this is the last page. This one will be another sticker for my Patreon. And this is actually inspired by a song. I don't know if you watched, like when I was, I think in high school. I think it was high school, or maybe like, no, it was definitely high school. I'm pretty old. I watched One Tree Hill. There was this girl, Peyton was her name, and like she had like this sketchbook and she was an artist. I was so jealous of her. I really wanted to be her. Like I wanted, to be this artistic person. So this was actually inspired by that. I know not like style-wise because, her art was very teen, emo, dark, like which was definitely something that I was going for at that age, but this was inspired by some music choices that I did listen at the time. This is from La Dispute, I think. The line literally goes, all of my secrets are their secrets. It inspired this because, the cat is actually kind of sitting in the grass and contemplating, their secrets. This one was a big challenge for me. I'm still not 100% happy with it. I did achieve like the relation between shadows and the light, like here, I think that you can feel the space of, because the tiger is kind of moving through the leaves and the grass in the water, and like his head is only sticking out, and like he's obviously moving the leaves out of his way. I did achieve, the feeling of movement here. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, you can like it, maybe leave a comment or subscribe. I do lots of art stuff. Have a beautiful day. Bye.